What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over and talking specifically about coaches in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM and which coaches are the best to run. Now, honestly, I do not necessarily love the coach point system. I've messed around with it a little bit, but I gotta be honest with you guys. I think for the most part, it is kind of a mess and kind of a waste of time. That's my personal opinion. If you guys like the coach point system, that's fine. But I think it's kind of a mess. Basically, with coach points, you got to come in here and grind these training challenges. And I personally don't think it's worth it. If it's worth it for you guys, that's fine. But what I'm going to be focused on in this video are the coach boosts and what is worth it. Now, remember, the only coach boost that you are going to get is from your head coach. So, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's boost I will get. However, I wouldn't get Angel Reese boost. Now, again, how do I know this is true? So, take a moment and look what Shai Gilgeous's boosts are, and then I'll hop into a quick, you could hop into a quick domination game and test it out for yourself. But the only reason that the other coaches are even here is because, if you do activate them as your head coach, then you will get the boost. But the only reason they're there is just for the extra coach points. So that's just kind of something to think about, is with the extra coach points, you could go through and maybe, badge somebody up and give them important badges. But again, I really don't think, coach points are that worth it. So what we're going to be breaking down are the coaches. Which coach is the best? What do all of them boost? What are the lock-ins like? Are they worth getting? What is the reward system like, for like a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander type head coach? Those types of things. Because again, I do think it is ultimately important to know. So let's take a look first. MyTEAM rep. So a lot of people have been grinding for MyTEAM rep. I'm close to Ruby 2, close to getting that Carmelo Anthony. At Sapphire 4, you do get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And at Sapphire 1, you do get Angel Reese. So let's take a look at these coaches, how good each and every one of them are. For Angel Reese, she boosts rebounding, vertical strength, hustle, defensive consistency. Kind of get lost in the shuffle. Those are not good boosts whatsoever. But Angel Reese is not a bad coach. I think for a beginning level coach, she is really, really, really solid. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, my current coach, mid-range, perimeter, steal, speed with ball, stamina, and offensive consistency. 5 out of the 6 are really solid. Stamina is even a solid attribute boost as well. The thing for me with Shai is, at the end of the day, he's a perfect coach, right? If you are to, I think, Sapphire 4, and you get Shai, he should be your head coach for the foreseeable future. I absolutely love Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as a coach. For Carmelo Anthony, he boosts post-fade, draw foul, mid-range, 3-ball, ball handle, and hands. I know he boosts 3-ball. I know people love that, but that's really the only thing he boosts. So for me, I guess he boosts midi as well, but for me, I think there are coaches that are better than Carmelo Anthony. I know some people are going to like him as a head coach. To me, I just think he is fine. The other head coach that's going to be really popular is the Season 1 Billy Donovan. He boosts pass accuracy, offensive defensive rebounding, and driving dunk. Another really solid beginner level coach. If you've got Billy Donovan, you are fine for a while as far as your head coach is concerned. And again, all you got to do is grind to level 28. And you will get Billy Donovan. As far as, are those coaches better than the other coaches here? And let's take a look. Kenny Atkinson, midi, 3-ball, ball handle, basically the same as Carmelo Anthony, right? If you want Carmelo Anthony, just get Kenny Atkinson there. Literally, basically the same type of cards. For Joe Mazzulla, 3-ball, block, steal, defensive consistency. Pretty solid, coach in Joe Mazzulla. But again, is he that much better than the coaches that are free? No. Doc Rivers, 3-ball, driving dunk, driving layup. Fine, nothing crazy. Mike Brown, not that crazy. Rick Carlisle, honestly, not that crazy. And honestly, anything below Sapphire, I just wouldn't recommend running. Again, I guess for a very beginner level, you could. But again, if you've hit level 28 or anything in rep, it's just not going to be worth it. Ime Udoka, offensive rebound, defensive rebound, vertical strength. Really similar to Angel Reese in what she boosts. Solid enough coach. But again, not really what I'm looking for. For Mark Dano, you're boosted pass act, perimeter, block, agility. Solid again, not necessarily game-breaking though. Ty Lue, nothing crazy there for JJ Redick. Nothing crazy there for David Adelman. Boost speed, but other than that, nothing really important. Cheryl Reeve, pass act, perimeter, block. Nothing crazy for Sandy. 3 ball, steal. Okay, but again, nothing crazy that we are looking at. Now, here's where we take that next step, okay? The next step is to look at, okay, if you lock in both the Eastern and Western conferences, you get Casey Jones, George Karl, and then if you lock in the WNBA coaches, you get Michael Cooper. Are any of these diamond coaches worth it? Well, for Michael Cooper, he boosts midi, perimeter, hustle, agility, defensive consistency. No, not worth it. I know it's a diamond coach, but he is not worth it. For Casey Jones, he boosts speed with ball, stamina, agility, pass perception, and defensive consistency. He's fine, but I don't think he's that worth it either. I don't love what he does. For George Karl, driving dunk, speed with ball, vertical, standing dunk, offensive consistency. Yikes. All of these lock-ins are not great coaches either, right? At all. But then you see Larry Brown. So if you lock in the WNBA, the Western Conference, as well as the Eastern Conference, you can indeed get Larry Brown. Now, what does Larry Brown boost? Larry Brown, pink diamond coach, first thing to talk about. You guys can see his skill trees there. He does get to level 3. Your only pink diamond coach available. He boosts interior, perimeter, steal, speed, and agility. Larry Brown is by far and away your best coach in the game. And honestly, I don't even know if it's relatively close. Like, I think Larry Brown is by far and away your best coach in the game. It's one of the main reasons that I've been buying some of these coaches for him. Like, I think he is that level of a coach. Initially, I was like, well, Melo boosts 3 ball, so maybe I'll just grind for Carmelo. But with as good as he is going to be for me, I caved, man. I decided to go get some coaches, and so that's what I'm waiting on, finishing up the coaches. But the one thing that I would say is this, and this is, I will hold firm in this. If you've got Angel Reese or SGA, you do not need a different coach. Like, I'm genuinely serious. If you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you do not need another coach. The midi, perimeter, steal, speed with ball, stamina, those 5 boosts are incredibly good. Now, is, Larry Brown better? Yes. I'm not going to sit up here and act like he's not. But it's weird because Larry Brown really only boosts 5 stats, right? Whereas, like, if you're looking at Shai, he boosts 6 different stats. Angel Reese boosts 6 different stats. Now, yes, some of them are worthless, but that's the important thing to note here is he boosts basically 5 important stats, and so does Larry Brown. Now, Larry Brown does give the +5 boost, which is slightly helpful, and I do like the speed boost as well. But I just don't want you guys to sit up here and think Larry Brown is worth it for you guys. If I wasn't playing for 10K every weekend, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander would be my head coach for the foreseeable future. That's just the genuine truth, right? If I wasn't playing a King of the Court. But the way I like it is Larry Brown is going to boost my speed. He's going to boost the interior. He's going to boost perimeter as well as steal and agility. In my opinion, the best coach in the game. And the way I see it is like, okay, you look at that on a Bazelis, right? So then Bazelis is going to go from having a 87 speed to a 92 speed. He's going to go from having an 82 interior to an 87, an 86 perimeter to a 91, 85 steal to a 90, 87 agility to a 92. For Michael Carter-Williams, another really solid card that I love, you're going to see the steal go from a 90 to a 95. You're going to see the interior go up to an 85, the perimeter to a 93, the speed to a 94, the agility to a 93. Should just make my team way better on the defensive side of the ball. For you guys, again, if you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Angel Reese, those are probably the 2 coaches I recommend the most. If you're not quite to there, that's fine. Billy Donovan, I'm telling you, is a fine coach for you guys to run. Boost rebounding, boost driving, dunk, pass act, a really solid coach for you guys. So really, that's where I'm at, what I would recommend you guys going through doing. You guys can let me know your thoughts on the coaching system. I will be interested when I do get the Pink Diamond head coach. Is it then going to be worth it for me to do anything with these coach points, or is it still going to be useless? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but that's really kind of what I'm looking at right now. And it's just sad because I feel like coach points should be somewhat worth it, and they're not. Like, it's sad, but they're just not worth it. I mean, it is what it is, but that's just where we're at right now. So you guys can let me know your thoughts on it. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.